Hey, this is sort of like an exercise in humiliating futility. Remember the truckers, these right-wing truckers who were going to protest mandates and demand liberty and all these things? One of the leaders of the right-wing truckers has been arrested, and he was arrested because he came to the attention of police while protesting non-existent COVID mandates. You might be saying, wait a second, David, the truckers aren't still going, are they? Because there's no mandates. There's some industries have requirements, but like what are we even talking about when we say COVID mandates? Things are essentially back to normal. It would be really dumb to get yourself arrested during a protest for something that's not even worthy of protest anymore. That's exactly what this guy did. Our friend Zachary Patrizio from Daily Beast wrote this article. Right-wing truckers leader gets arrested while protesting non-existent COVID mandates in D.C. Here is a picture of David Santa Riddell. If you're looking at the picture, you might understand why his nickname is Santa. The leader of the right-wing and COVID anti-vax 1776 restoration movement, formerly called the People's Convoy, was arrested near the National Mall on Wednesday after his group came to town protesting non-existent mandates. Far-right Proud Boy member and leader David Santa Riddell was taken into custody for a warrant out of Maryland, per D.C. Metro police officers. He was placed under arrest for the arrest warrant that he had issued for him. If there is a warrant out for your arrest, maybe it's not a good idea to get even more people paying attention to you. And I guess Riddell asked police to brief cameras about what is happening, and they explained what's going on. This is like adding insult to injury. You're protesting something that doesn't even exist, and it turns out he was wanted, and now you get yourself arrested.
What did he do? You guys are a disgrace to America. That's what you are, is a disgrace to America. That's what you are. And that's what you are.
Can I speak for a second?
Sure.
I spoke with David over here. He said it's okay for me to share this information with you. Obviously, there's probably some concern, but he's okay with that. He's being placed under arrest. He asked me to let you know because he has a warrant for his arrest out of the state of Maryland for obstructing the roadway. The Metropolitan Police Department was made aware of this arrest warrant. Therefore, we have to take action and execute the warrant. So that's why.
By the way, this officer sounds almost apologetic. I don't know if you are getting the same vibes as me, but it's sort of strange.
You're not even in Maryland. You're not even part of the state.
Oh, that is brilliant. You're not even in Maryland, and Washington, D.C. isn't even part of the states. So arrest warrants are interstate, and then extradition from one state to another is sort of like the next step and a separate thing. But there's really nothing super controversial outside of these fringe movements about the fact that warrants are valid across state lines.
You guys are a bunch of constitutional breaking cowards.
There's nothing unconstitutional about acting on a warrant from a different state. Completely uncontroversial.
We're here till he's gone.
In D.C., it's the swamp.
Okay, so just so you understand how this works, since the warrant's inside the state of Maryland, he will have to be extradited.
You don't get a ticket.
Okay, I can't.
That's not too far. That's 5 minutes down the road. Sorry.
Understand you are a coward.
It seems like the officer being called a coward for following the law is explaining that, yes, the warrant is from Maryland, but he would now be extradited. And remember, this guy is only here because he's the arrestee, because he was protesting COVID mandates, which don't exist.
You are a coward.
First Amendment is protected speech.
For whatever violations occurred in the state of Maryland on apparently July 4th or 5th, a warrant was issued by a judge in Maryland for this individual's arrest. Therefore, we were notified this warrant is extraditable. He is here. We are aware of it. Yeah, so that means we placed him under arrest. He'll go in front of a judge here.
Imagine having to explain such simple things to these people. Such simple, uncontroversial things.
He'll be extradited back to the state of Maryland to face those charges, okay? So he will not be staying here in D.C. Eventually, he will go back to Maryland in front of a judge.
Eventually, you say eventually.
So he will be processed here today in the city. He will go see a judge here. Depending on how the process works, if he wishes to waive or not waive extradition, then he will go to Maryland and see a judge in Maryland. Okay, that's how the process works.
Man, what a nightmare. I don't even know at this point what these groups are trying to achieve because the mandates are gone. They're defeat the mandates. What mandates are you talking about? Is it a grift for donations? And if so, who's even giving to these obvious scams? I truly don't get it, but really a self-inflicted humiliation, arrested while protesting mandates that do not exist.